Welcome back to another episode of Virtually AWA, and it is time for our go-home show for the Great British Bash. We've got a great setup for the show, so hopefully this goes well. We're going straight in towards that pay-per-view with our biggest storylines at the moment, including the women's title feud between Lacey James and Killer Kelly. You've got the tag team champions, Blue Strike Force. They've been doing open challenges, and they were attacked last week by Renegade. You've got the tag team tournament, the PT Crockett Cup, coming up at the pay-per-view. We've been doing 4-on-4 elimination matches going into that. We've got another one of those for you tonight. And we've also got the debut match of Tyson T-Bone. Obviously, he was in this promotion back in the day under a different name, but to new fans, he is new. So we'll see how he gets on today. And of course, our main event, which will be a number one contender match for the Commonwealth Championship, which will take place after the pay-per-view. So we'll see how that gets on later in the show. But for now, let's get into it. We kick it off with Blue Strike Force in the ring. They look like they're about to say something when Rio appears at the top of the ramp with microphone in hand. She challenges the team of Blue Strike Force to a match at the Great British Bash for her clients in Renegade. She says, "We sent you a message last week. I hope you got the message and you will accept this challenge for the match for put your titles on the line." And Blue Strike Force are about to say something when they're blindsided by the Night Terrors, aka Hydrosis and Soul Killer of Renegade, and they get beaten up again, left in the ring laying, and again the team of Renegade hold the belts aloft with Rio in between them, showing that she is controlling this force of Soul Killer and Hydrosis. This gets a segment rating of 17. The colour commentary gave this a boost, and the angle got the crowd hotter. So that's a good start to this show. Next up, we have a promo package promoting Tyson T-Bone as he returns to action here in AWA.
My name is Tyson T-Bone. Now I've come back to prove once again that I am the biggest, the baddest, and the meanest UK competitor.
Now that that's out of the way, it's time for the match then. So we've got Phantasmo, Tyson T-Bone, John Allens and Chris Cage. They're both teams in this upcoming tag team tournament, and they will be facing the other two teams left in the tournament of Mike Cash and Super Ninja, and Chris Smith and Lewis Blaine. So in a decent match, Phantasmo, Tyson T-Bone, John Allens and Chris Cage defeat Mike Cash, Super Ninja, Chris Smith and Lewis Blaine in an elimination match in 10 minutes and 1 second, when Super Ninja was eliminated first, then Chris Smith, then Lewis Blaine, then John Allens, and finally Mike Cash. That's a bit surprising. Mike Cash is the lone survivor towards the end for the heel team. You've had the veterans of Chris Smith and Lewis Blaine go out quite early in this one. Mike Cash is the one who takes the final fall, with Phantasmo, Tyson T-Bone and Chris Cage standing tall at the end of this match. That team of Phantasmo and Tyson T-Bone could be a real threat in this tournament, given that they've got through the gauntlet of this elimination match unscathed. This gets a segment rating of 20. Chris Cage gets 22, so does John Allens. Tyson T-Bone higher above everyone else with a 32, debuting his gimmick of badass, and he gets a rating of good for that. Very good indeed. You've got Phantasmo 25. Lewis Blaine struggling with 17 in this one. Chris Smith were just a bit better with 18, as does Super Ninja. And Mike Cash gets a 23. So based on popularity, maybe that does make sense. Mike Cash has been featured a bit more than the other ones since Lewis Blaine lost his title. So Mike Cash is obviously the bigger draw there at the moment, so we'll have to bear that in mind. This match got the crowd hotter, and we will roll on with this show. Next up, we have Lacey James coming out. We haven't seen her in the last few weeks. She's been appearing to duck Killer Kelly at every turn since Killer Kelly proposed another match after they had a time limit draw last time. Lacey James is being interviewed where she tries to taunt Killer Kelly. She's basically saying, "I've not been running from you. You don't deserve another shot. You didn't beat me last time, and you had to earn your shot back, and you did. Fair play to that. You're doing okay. But you wouldn't be anyone without me. I am the person who's built you up to be this Killer Kelly. And without me, who do you think you are? This is my town. I am the champion. You don't have to come at me and think you get a title shot handed to you. You didn't beat me. You don't deserve that. So you had to earn your shot. You did. And once again, at the pay-per-view, I'm going to prove that I am the better woman. And I'm going to retain this title. It's similar to what they did in WXW in Germany, I believe, where Killer Kelly had a feud with Toni Storm. They began as being friendly with each other, and then Toni Storm eventually turned heel on her. I'm going to insert a short clip here just so you get the feel of what I'm trying to go for with this storyline. So,
who the hell do you think you are? Don't forget that without me, you are not Killer Kelly. You're just Kelly. Just Kelly.
I'm just Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm not Killer Kelly. I'm not Killer Kelly.
Don't ever disrespect me like you have ever again.
Have you enjoyed that little clip? Just imagine that Toni Storm is Lacey James in this instance. This gets a segment rating of 19. A potential future heel turn for Lacey James was hinted at during this segment, but nothing further than that. And we will roll on to our next one, which I think is a match. It is a main event tonight. The main event, the #1 contendership for the AWA Commonwealth Championship, our biggest title, is in the future for one of these superstars. So Kip Sabian, Jonny Rose, Bully Boy Carter and Luke T. McFunk, who's getting himself off commentary for another match. A rare appearance for him in the ring. And in a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Kip Sabian defeats Jonny Rose, Bully Boy Carter and Luke T. McFunk in 9 minutes and 19 seconds when Kip Sabian pinned Jonny Rose with a springboard dropkick. So Kip Sabian is our #1 contender. He had that strong performance last week when he made it to the final 2 in the Elimination 4-on-4 match, if you remember. He beat the likes of Foxcatcher, the British champion. He beat Nick Flag, which was the big one. So he is getting his shot at Nick Flag justifiably after beating him in that elimination match, only to lose to Dickie Bone, of course, by a roll-up. But Kip Sabian is strong at the moment, and he is on course for a title match. But will he? Before that, he is in the tag team tournament, so that's going to be his first priority going into the Great British Bash. But this segment gets a 29. Strong performance by everyone involved, I think, here. Kip Sabian with a 33, Jonny Rose 22, Bully Boy Carter 25, and Luke T. McFunk 29. Jonny Rose seemed off his game, and that advances the storyline. So 29, great way to end this show. I think we should get a strong rating overall. We do 26. That's a very strong one for us here. There's a few red on the match card there, but it wasn't too bad. None of them were really low red scores this time. And that gets us a rating of 26, as I said, overall. We increase our popularity once again in 14 regions as we roll on into our pay-per-view, the Great British Bash, which we will bring you tomorrow on this channel. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, like this. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a video every single day as we continue virtually AWA. Thanks for watching.